What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another trailer reaction. It seems like just the other day was the day for trailers because 2 ginormous trailers dropped. So go check out yesterday's video, the breakdown for the ballerina from the world of John Wick, Ana de Armas' new John Wick ballerina film. That looks badass. Go check out that. But today we are reacting to The Last of Us Season 2 trailer breakdown reaction. And there's a lot of little juicy details in here. I'm going to warn you if I'm going to spoil some shit. But be fair warned, I have played the games and there's a lot of shit in this trailer that is spoiler filled in big moments from the game. But if you haven't played the game, this show is going to be special for you. But if you have played the game, the filmmakers are the same people that made the game. So for them, you know, for Neil Druckmann at least, he knows that we're going into this as fans of the game, and he's not going to give us a one-to-one adaptation. He changes some things in certain ways where they're like big moments, and you know, he changes it ever so slightly to make it better, right? Like, that's the point. This isn't gaming, this is a TV show. It's gonna be changed, it's in a different platform, different format, so it's gonna be different, but it's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait. So let's get right into this trailer, shall we?
Oh, you wanna start or what?
So right at the end of that clip, you start to hear somebody singing, "If I ever were to lose you, I'd probably lose myself." And this is a ginormous part in the game. Big song, big moment. But it starts off here with, I believe this is Catherine O'Hara, the mom from Home Alone, and I believe she's also in Beetlejuice 2, and maybe even Beetlejuice 1, maybe Wednesday, I don't know. She's been in a lot of things recently, but she seems like she's playing some therapist for Joel here, played by Pedro Pascal. And then we cut to Ellie coming out of a barn, and this is snow-filled Jackson, Wyoming, and then they are in the settlement of Jackson that they are in, and the town looks pretty damn dense and built, just like in the game, right? Like, you get to walk around and shit. It's really cool. So it's cool to see how similar they really are, considering one is virtually built and one's real, and they built it in the middle of, I think, Canada somewhere. Crazy. Continuing on though.
Let's try something different. You can't heal something unless you're brave enough to say it out loud. I'm not bound by
The critically acclaimed HBO series returns for season 2, and we see the snowy mountainside here of Wyoming and where they are over in Jackson. Or maybe this is them heading over to Seattle, because we see a shot of Ellie and Dina. And Ellie, of course, Bella Ramsey, back again, being badass, playing a guitar. And what's great is this is a slight spoiler, but I'm not going to get into it too far. This moment in the games is optional, right? So it's not even a part of the main story. So you could miss this moment entirely in the games if you're not exploring and you're just going directly towards the main mission type of thing. But if you explore Seattle, you will find this beautiful moment, and it's like it cuts into the story moment, and they are so Ellie and Dina. Like, look at Ellie and Dina from the game. Ellie playing the guitar, the same little setup. It's on a bench in front of a window that's like broken, you know, like this little room. It's like almost a one-for-one perfect breakdown. And you see Ellie is playing a guitar and, you know, feeling it. And this is Isabela Merced as Dina. She was most recently in Alien Romulus, badass character in that. She was also going to be Hawkgirl in James Gunn's Superman movie coming up next year. So this girl's got a big schedule, big plate. She was Dora. She's been in a bunch of other things too. Like, she's just all over the place. She really is. But let's play the next part of this clip. It's a touching one.
Say the thing you're afraid to say.
Oh, what an intense moment that is. Not gonna fully spoil it, but that is a big moment in the game where Joel is on her porch waiting for her, playing a guitar, and she comes home and looks at him. She's got a little cut in the eyebrow, you know, a little slice in the eyebrow, trying to look cool. Next part.
Say it out loud, no matter what it is, no matter how bad.
So Ellie washing her knife in a sink. We get our first look at young MAZINO from Beef playing Jesse, which is awesome. He looks like a big old beefcake in there, and just a big old worker. And this is Tommy, a badass little character himself as Joel's brother. On to the next part.
What did you do?
Oh boy, so we see Ellie getting creeped on by a stalker or a clicker. You can see the infectedness coming out of his face. Catherine O'Hara asks Joel, "What did you do?" Which is a big moment, but in the game doesn't say it to a therapist, says it to his brother. We get our first shot at Caitlin Dever as Abby, the most controversial character maybe in video game history. I love Abby. If you're an Abby hater and you sent death threats to the lady that played Abby, fuck yourself, because Laura Bailey, you're a fucking legend and you were just doing your fucking job. It's not on Laura Bailey to make you like her if she's the villain, right? Like, and it's up to you to not be a psychopath and send voice actors and people doing performances death threats and hate mail. Fuck y'all. If you do this to Caitlin Dever, I will come for you. Because this is a show and it's not real life. It's okay. We can dislike someone and still enjoy their acting. You know, separate the art from the artist, please. Caitlin Dever, though, stepping into this role, she's got a big old set of cojones on her, and shout out to her. On to the next part. So in this last clip here, or right before the last little bit of this clip, we see a scout looking at a massive horde of infected coming in. And this is big because season 1, people were complaining that maybe there wasn't enough infected. Here you are, complainers. More infected for season 2. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? And this was the big part of this trailer. People were like, oh my god, Ellie's getting attacked by a horde. And if you guys know from the game, it's not necessarily Ellie, it's actually Caitlin Dever as Abby. And that was kind of the whole point, is that they kind of look similar, except in the game, Abby is fucking ripped. Here's a picture of Caitlin Dever and how close she looks to Abby. But I hope Caitlin Dever really hit the weight room, because look at Abby's arms in game. She was a beefcake. She was beefy. But this last part of the trailer has a lot going on, so I'm going to try and narrate over it a bit. So they're running across the tundra and on horses. We see seraphites with their faces cut. Feel her love, that's a seraphite thing. Or scars, as some call them. We see Jeffrey Wright's character coming back from the game, someone trying to get out, a horde, people on horses, Tommy and his girl, people shooting, a horde coming in, Ellie giving birth. What was that? Oh, my future days, days of you and me. The two of them playing guitar. 2025, baby. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is this show gonna do this to me? And I hope it's a dream sequence, because at one point they're getting chased by a horde and they're in a bus, and then we see a shot of Ellie screaming, having a baby. Like, nah. I hope this is a dream. I really do, because this is some weird shit. I hope it's like a nightmare, because in the game, Ellie never has a kid. So this is what I meant at the beginning of the video. Neil Druckmann might be throwing in a big old twist into this, where, you know, it's going to be based off the games, but it might not be the same as the games. And he also teased that there might be a part 3 of The Last of Us game coming sooner rather than later. And it's been years since part 2. But I am dying to play part 3 of this game and see what the fuck is good. But comment below, man. What are your thoughts on The Last of Us Part 1, the game, Part 2, the game? What are your thoughts on Season 1 of the HBO show? I really loved it. The cast was insane. Pedro Pascal as Joel. Bella Ramsey as Ellie was just perfect casting, and I can't wait for them to come back together. They're adding so many pieces to the puzzle this second season, like young Mazino as Jesse, Isabela Merced as Dina. Rather, those are two big-ass castings. And they perfectly cast, in my opinion. I haven't even seen them say a word yet, and it's already perfect. I'm in. Shout out to The Last of Us creators, Neil Druckmann, Craig Mazin, the guy that's doing the HBO series with him. Geniuses. I love your shit. Can't wait to see more. Yeah. But what do you guys think of these posters? First one is Ellie, The Last of Us. She's got a little, you can see her knife is kind of in her pattern. Joel, he's a beast. You can see his watch is kind of in his pattern. And then you can see Abby here. Interesting. You can see a wolf kind of in her pattern because she's the WLFs, the wolves over in Seattle. That's like her people. But yeah, man. This show looks like it's gonna be insane. Comment below your thoughts. If you made it this far in the video and you want to support me further and the channel further, go watch more videos on the channel. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that bell so you don't miss future videos. My name is Big Cam, y'all, and I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Peace.